Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Okay, I had to turn that on television. Probably won't edit that out, honestly. I just am like kind of in this raw footage type deal. But you guys know I had a baby. Yeah. Also, welcome to my channel. I don't really do intros that are like very elaborate. I'm kind of like the chill person. Yeah, I work at a golf course. Yes, I'm recording in my first shop. Yeah, whatever. It is what it freaking is. So I'm not sure when this video is going to come out. I already previously recorded 2 that I'm currently editing. Should I see that? That shit could have happened. That would have been really bad. Yes, I curse on my channel. If you don't like it, leave. I don't know what to tell you. I don't drop the F-bomb as much, but I do say other words. I don't say the C word. I hate that word, actually, to be honest. I can't stand it. Yes, my leggings are see-through. I don't care. So, I'm trying to make this a professional video, but it probably won't be. Welcome to Jocelyn's life. But, I have had a lot of people that I've talked to, like, asking me, you know, they were either pregnant or they were pregnant before, after I gave birth to my son, or they're pregnant now. And they always ask me, what is the best thing to put in your, to put in your hospital bag, and B, have after you give birth. So let's start with the hospital bag. If I'm gonna be honest, a girl never packed one. Like, I'm being dead serious. I never packed the hospital bag. In fact, the day that I went to the hospital, I was going to pack it that night. That was like hectic. Basically, I went to my doctor's office on a Friday, and I went to the hospital on Thursday, and I was having contractions, and I also had went to my doctor's, and they said that I was 5 centimeters dilated in my water broke. When I got there, none of that was accurate. I was only 1 centimeter dilated, water never broke. So I ended up going home. Then Friday, I went back to the hospital because I was having contractions, and they were really weird contractions. They were coming, like, they would be steady for 2 minutes for the longest time, and then they would go away and wouldn't come back for hours. So they ended up keeping me for observation, and ended up Friday turned into Saturday at 3 a.m. My water actually broke while I was in the hospital. So yeah, I had my son. So Friday, a girl was gonna pack her hospital bag because I was 4 days from my delivery date at that point. My son was born 4 days early. He was supposed to be born on the 8th. He ended up being born on the 4th. So I basically left it for the last minute. Yeah, I don't know. That's Jocelyn. I don't know what else to say. So, never packed it. In fact, my mother-in-law ended up packing it for me and for Will. But the things that I wish that I did have was a chapstick. Let me tell you, you're gonna need some chapstick, honey. You better buy all your different brands, flavors, whatever. You are gonna need some chapstick. Your lips get so dry from pushing and just from being out of breath in general. It just, not to mention, you're already, like, your skin's already getting dry because you're in a hospital, you know? That's just gonna happen. So, chapstick, please. For your lips and for your sake, pack some damn chapstick. Second, be, whatever you want to call it. Slippers and your own sleepwear, nightgown, pajamas, whatever you call it. Because let me tell you, excuse me, I have phlegm stuck in my throat. I'm probably getting sick. But this girl, I was there, so I was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and half of Monday. So I spent 4 days in the hospital, which is like how long you're supposed to stay if you have a C-section. And I didn't have one, but it is what it is. I slept in those stupid gowns that they give like everyone, even in the freaking ER, and wore the hospital socks. Pack some PJs, girl. Those cloth nasty ass gowns ain't worth it. Trust me, pack your own slippers because those socks just, ugh, God. Next thing, pack some underwear. And like, when a girl says underwear, honey, I don't mean no G-strings. I don't mean no thongs. If you really think that you're gonna be able to wear a G-string and a thong and look real cute after having a baby, I don't know where the hell you got that idea from and what show you were watching. If you want me to be real, I'm gonna be real, and I'm not trying not to be like real gnarly, but when you give birth to a baby, the amount of blood and other things that come out of you is crazy, honey. Okay? Especially if you get stitches. I had stitches. You're not gonna be wanting to wear a thong. There's no way possible you can. With that amount of blood, you can't even put a tampon in after you have birth. After you give birth. Okay? So pack some granny panties. You better go to the nearest Walmart and buy the cheapest freaking pairs. They ain't gonna be cute. They ain't gonna be, you know, let me take a pic in my underwear for Insta. No. Next thing. Hairbrush. I forgot a hairbrush. And let me tell you, when you give birth to a baby, you're going to have a lot of stuff all over your body and in your hair that you're not even going to have a clue where it came from. I literally have a picture of my hair the day after I gave birth to my son, and let me tell you, it was gross. Pack a hairbrush. And if you really think you're going to give birth in a full face of makeup, A, God bless your skin, and B, God bless you, because no. So that's pretty much for like your hospital bag. What I wish I had. Of course, you could pack other things like we had like his going home outfits, all that, yada yada yada, clothes. When it comes to clothes, I gave birth in August, so it was definitely hot. So all my mother-in-law basically packed was, I just told her to bring me a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. So I had a pair of like, I think they were Nike shorts, and they had like the inside like mesh piece, kind of like a bathing suit type mesh. I can't really describe it. And that's basically what I wore home, and a pair of flip-flops, because it was hot. It was August. But I've talked to women that have given birth in like the fall and the winter, and they say like leggings and sweatpants and sweatshirts is like the greatest thing you can have. I don't see you getting in a pair of heels and a cute little dress. Like, that's just not gonna happen. Not to mention, with all the fluid that's still trapped in your stomach, you're not gonna look like a supermodel. Like, if you think that you are gonna look like a supermodel, you're gonna have rolls. You just have fluid. That's what happens when you have a baby. And I know that sounds like rude. Like, I'm not saying that you're ugly, but you're definitely not gonna be 100 pounds again for a little bit. Like, when I got pregnant, I was 120 pounds, and I gained like 20 to 30 pounds. When I gave birth, I had fluid trapped in my stomach. It looked like I was still pregnant. You know, I mean, some girls snap back, It's not going to happen within the time span of you having a baby. That's not real. So that's basically everything that I wanted or had on me. Let's get on to the best things to have after you give birth to a baby. There are these wicked, sweet, awesome things called ice packs. And the ones that the hospital that I went to gave me were like this big. And they're probably like this thick. And it was an ice pack. And it goes, down there. And it was sweet because I had stitches, so everything still hurt. Let me tell you, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was fantastic. It really was. They helped so much. Still, granny panties. The ones that I had packed actually weren't big enough for everything, so I ended up just taking like the mesh ones that they have at the hospital that you could literally fit like 4 people in home, because it just held everything in. And when you have a baby, let me tell you something right now, everything comes out, you're gonna want to hold it all back in. There ain't nothing cute about having a baby when it comes to down there. Of course, having a baby is like an amazing thing, but down there, a sis is going to need a little bit to revive and get everything going, back to normal. So they were a blessing. And then there's these awesome things called tucks or tummy tucks. I've heard a lot of people have different names for them, but I call them tucks. And essentially what they are, and my hospital gave them to me. I actually didn't use them until I got home because I had like the ice packs, and I was also being given Tylenol, so I wasn't in that much pain. But basically, they're witch hazel pads, and when I say they don't burn, like they're meant for down there. Like you can't use them on your face; they're not gonna do anything. So, basically, you tuck them, like you have your vagina, you open, your lips, whatever you want to call it. And this sounds so gnarly, but let me tell you, it could save somebody's life. And you tuck them in there. And I only would I think I did 2, so 1 on each side. And basically, it just like keeps everything cool. Because when you have a baby, everything like down there is gonna feel hot. Like at least I did. I also had like a really weird birth, and that is posted if you want to see that. It's called my birth story, I believe. So my labor and delivery was crazy. So a lot of things were torn, a lot of things were messed up. So basically you just tuck them under there and it feels great. I don't even know how to tell you, it just felt great. Those are lifesavers. My hospital gave me some, and then when I ran out, I think I ordered more on Amazon, I believe. I think because with my stitches, I had 6 weeks off. I couldn't really do anything, couldn't wear a tampon, couldn't have sex. Was still bleeding very heavily. I couldn't lift very heavy things, excuse me. What else? I couldn't jump in and out of vehicles, I had to be helped down. I just had stitches, and you don't want to tear your stitches. So those tucks were awesome. They were amazing. It's TUCKS. That's how you spell it. But yeah, that's basically it. Besides Tylenol, I took Tylenol a lot. I ended up getting mastitis in my left breast because I didn't breastfeed. So basically, like, you get that with, like, you're not I mean, you can get it when you're breastfeeding too. Just basically your milk, like, it keeps coming and it gets clogged. And then like, I had a very high fever, I had lumps all over the place. For that, I actually put a compress on my boob that helped it. And then I think I took like Motrin or something for the fever because I had a high fever. But other than that, there's really nothing else you really can do. And like, for confidence wise, don't try and jump in the clothes that you were wearing before you got pregnant, because that is just like the hardest thing. I remember I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna give birth to a baby, I'm gonna be 100 pounds again, yada yada yada, try to get in my clothes, and I cried. Like, I was like, well, why? Because you're pregnant for 9 months. So you're always getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So you would just like want to go back to your natural habitat, in your tiny little clothes. And it just doesn't happen that way. So for your confidence, girl, just stay in your maternity clothes. That's what I did. I wore my maternity shorts for a very long time. All my maternity clothes I just kept wearing because nothing else fit. You spent so long in the same clothes. And also, maternity clothes are completely, like, their prices are outrageous, so you might as well just keep wearing them, sis. But yeah, honestly, that was like the best stuff that I had in my hospital bag, or wanted in my hospital bag, and what I used after I gave birth. I actually in the hospital didn't bring shampoo or conditioner. No, the hospital gave me shampoo, but I didn't bring conditioner, which was fine. And then so when you have stitches, this is a good tip. I'm glad I remembered it. When you have stitches, you cannot use any unscented soap down there. So they provided me with soap when I was there, and then of course I disposed of it. And then my mother-in-law went out and bought me unscented soap. I can't remember the name, and if I can find the name, I'll do like a voiceover or whatever, or like plop a picture in here of the brand. And yeah, so you can't use anything scented down there, especially when you have stitches, because it can get infected. And to be honest, nothing scented really belongs down there in the first place. Just saying. But other than that, that was basically it. I remember I gave birth on Saturday, but I didn't get the shower until Sunday night, which was crazy because I hadn't showered since Friday, like literally since Friday morning. So I wasn't too happy about that. But that first shower felt amazing. It felt, oh gosh, it was so good. It was awesome. But yeah, it's like basically it. Also, I've talked to girls. They brought like their own pillows and blankets. I didn't do that. But I think if I had, I would have been more comfortable. Like, I remember when we were there, I was like asking Will for like my favorite comforter that was at home, because I have like an iron deficiency problem, so I'm always cold and stuff. But other than that, try and be like as comfortable as possible, and just know that it's not going to be easy, but you're going to get through it. You're going to give birth to either the handsomest baby or the top-notch, gorgeous baby girl. At the end of the day, you're going to have a baby. It's not going to be easy, I can tell you that right now. But it is so worth it. But yeah, I just figured I'd give you guys some tips or whatever. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Even if you dislike, it doesn't matter. I'm really trying to get to 100 subscribers and 1,000 views. I know that I need to keep like, what's the word, grinding, and that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for like the utmost top support ever. You guys are awesome. I still have my girls group chat. If you want to be in that, message me on Instagram or add me on Snap. I just say I see you, add me on Facebook. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I also forgot to add in here that you're going to need pads. And when I say pads, I mean like the very, very thick pads, because you're going to bleed a lot. So yeah, make sure you buy them granny pads, girl. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Or weekday, whenever this goes up and whenever you watch it. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye, guys.